I was 12 when I got pregnant with Shavante. So I was a baby myself. Raising her, we were only 12 years apart, and I did not know nothing about nothing about being a parent at all. Nothing about motherhood. You hear me? Nothing. And us growing up together was kind of crazy because you figure I wasn't that old to have my own house. I wasn't old enough to have a job, yet God made a way. So, this is what Shavante had to say about growing up with me as her mommy.
Hey y'all, so I'm Shavante, I'm 22, and I'm here to answer some questions about growing up with a younger mom. So, what it was like growing up with a younger mom, it was basically like a process, like we were both growing up for real, you know what I mean? So, like, it was just a matter of like working with her, like, you know what I mean? And there was not really that much support, but she made it happen between her and my grandma. That was the main support or whatever. And like, I wouldn't say it was too bad. Everything was just basically like a learning process, like on everyone's behalf.
Not only did I have Shavante, I end up having 6 children. All of my children are 2 years apart, and my son Joshua, he's deceased. He passed away. He passed away when he was 6 weeks, 2 days before my 16th birthday. Next question to Shavante is: having siblings and you being the oldest, when your mom was working, you had to step up and watch your siblings. Was it hard?
Being the oldest sibling was it was lit for real. Like, I was a finesser at a young age. I used to make sure everything was like good while my mom was at work. So like, if the house needed cleaned, the chores needed done, I just basically like overseen it. I never did no chores because I was just the oldest. So it was pretty dope. Like, sometimes it could be like, a little different because there's kids my age that's going out to go play and stuff like that, and it's like I either had to bring all my siblings or we just didn't go out and go play. Most of the time, we didn't go out and go play because it was enough of us to make our own fun. Like, we didn't really grow up with like massive friends. We had massive family, and it was a lot of us. So, it was dope.
I felt guilty that she had to watch her brothers and sisters while I worked 2 jobs, and that's when I transitioned. We moved from Pittsburgh, mommy that's hustling, getting it, they can have whatever they want, to Virginia, the mom that's trying to get away from the streets and just live for the better and show them the difference. God opened up my eyes to see different. So when we moved to Virginia, everything changed. With no one to lean on, and all we got, it just made us stronger. And this is her video and what she had to say. Let's listen to her crazy self.
Okay, so like, my mom going from like drug dealing and us having like whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted, to like taking like the higher step, the right path and everything, and like we actually had to work for what we needed, and like we didn't want for something and get it right away. Like, I'm not gonna say that we didn't get it, but we didn't get it right away. Like, there was like, it was like a getting used to process. However, my mom was around more. There was definitely more of my mom around, so that was pretty cool. Other than the fact that like I was so used to like running the house while she was out.
For those of you who don't know, I started a show called Kicking Depression's Ass. I deal with bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety. I've had cancer. I beat that. I had to get a hysterectomy at a very, very young age. And I'm dealing with lupus. It's a lot of things that I'm dealing with. As a human being dealing with any mental issue, it can trickle down and affect your loved ones. And it's best to be able to communicate so you all can understand each other. Communication is the key.
So my mom dealing with like COPD and bipolar disorder and depression and lupus and everything. Like a lot of that came later in my life. We always knew that she was a little bipolar, but it was never like a doctor's order that she was bipolar. So like once we figured out that she was bipolar, it really was just like we were already used to it for real. She flipping out on us sometimes, and then she'll run around the house with us sometimes, like you know what I mean. But like once the depression kind of kicked in after the COPD and the cancer and stuff, it was like it was hard. It really was hard. I wasn't in the house anymore at that time, but like just my siblings dealing with it, her dealing with it, I still had to deal with it even though I wasn't in the house. So it definitely was hard. And then like figuring out about the COPD and the lupus, like it was just like another like smack in the face, because it was like as soon as she was getting like out of her depression and everything, like it was like the COPD, and then she started overcoming the COPD, learning how to cope with it and live with it and everything, like get back in her groove. Then it was like the lupus. So it was like every time she like overcame, something knocked her back down. However, she always figured out a way to overcome. The depression part from all that though, it was like the hardest, because sometimes like it was like we lost her for a little while. Like she was there but she wasn't there. Like you know what I mean? So it was definitely a struggle. I ain't like it at all.
Unfortunately, being a teen mom, I had to drop out of school and start hustling. I had to make sure my kids was right. So I didn't get a chance to go to prom, and I actually made it to one of my homecomings. It was actually pretty dope. It was fun. But that was the only thing I was able to do. And so my children, when they accomplish things, it just make me so proud. Her credit score is good. She's done things that I wasn't able to do, like walk off the lot with a brand new car. You know what I mean? Things like that. She's so dope, and I'm always bragging about her, but she's also so humble. Listen to what she has to say.
So my mom talks about like how successful I am and stuff like that. However, I don't think it's more so success. I think she's just proud of what I have became, what I have overcame. You know what I mean? Because I'm not successful at all. Not in my eyes, at least. Like, I have a long way to go to be successful. However, we are climbing and we are getting there. Progress, step by step. We're going to make it. But yeah, so like, I think it's really everything we had to deal with, and I was still able to like make sure that I got up and I went to school and I finished school. That's something that she didn't do. I wasn't pregnant young, and that's something that she did do. Like just little stuff that I think she's more so proud of.
So, to all the teen mothers, single fathers out there, I just want to say, continue to push. Know that you have a purpose. It's a reason for everything that's going on for your life. You just have to figure it out. You're going to come across many, many trials and tests and things that you may not like. Yet it's up to you to find the positive out of what you think is a negative situation. Flip it around and make lemonade out of lemons, baby. You understand? You blossom and you become the person that you're supposed to become. Don't allow depression, anxiety, haters people's judgmental opinions to stop you from doing you. And so what if your baby's dad or baby's mom ain't in your child's life? It's a purpose that they're not in that child's life. If you ever thought about it, maybe that child is too good and too great and just doesn't need that negative energy around them. You know what I mean? You have to figure it out. You have to understand why you were blessed with a child and the daddy ran off or the mommy ran off. So what? It's okay. Just continue to think positive.
If I could tell a young mother anything, I would say never give up. No matter what's thrown at you, no matter who's hating, no matter what people were saying about you or telling you, whatever, you can do it. You will make it. My mom did it, and it wasn't just me. We had a whole nice little, got a whole little gang behind us. You know, it was more than just me. So, like, if she could do it by herself, you can do it. I'm telling you, like, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be things that's thrown at you, but you just got to pick up and try it again. You know, Cordy said they knock you down 9 times, you got to get up 10. Y'all gonna make it, period.
God placed many people in my life to give me different jewels and knowledge that I needed to become the mother that I am today. Scary, but adventurous and excitement is the feeling I can explain. And over the years, it became more and more easier to understand my child and how to raise her. No matter what you're going through, everything will be okay.